Hey guys, we're entering part 2 of our 2-part video on the Academy Museum. Here we enter level 3 and level 4 with some surprises along the way. So we'll see the Barbie Museum, we'll see the gallery featuring iconic props, some movie making techniques, and definitely a few unexpected things that I was not even aware of. So check it out, like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you on the other side. Thanks. As you make your way up the escalator and head to level 3, you'll see a familiar face hanging from the rafters. We now head to Hollywoodland, Jewish founders and the making of a movie capital. This exhibition tells the origin story of filmmaking in the early 20th century of Los Angeles, spotlighting the impact of the predominantly Jewish filmmakers whose establishment of the American film studio system transformed Los Angeles into a global epicenter of cinema.
Found success in the limited trades open to Jews in the early 20th century. William Fox sold bolts of fabric. Samuel Goldwyn made gloves.
This immersive gallery displays the evolving topography of Los Angeles along the timeline of the developing movie industry, encouraging further exploration of the city's landmarks. By exploring the origins of major studios as well as independent film productions in Los Angeles, the exhibition conveys impactful stories of ingenuity and offers a deeper understanding of the motion picture history. We now enter the second level of the Cyberpunk exhibition. The second level houses some unique pieces from iconic movies spanning the timeline of cyberpunk films, my favorite being Terminator 2: Judgment Day, and a movie I got to do the marketing for, Ready Player One. In a rare find, Dan Shore's Ram costume from 1982's Tron, never before seen to the public, as well as 13 unique and original production props and concept art from such celebrated cyberpunk films as Blade Runner, Tron, Knight Riders, and more. Through rebellious characters and sharp social commentary, discover how these films challenged power structures, highlighted marginalized perspectives, and reimagined more liberated futures. Upon exiting Cyberpunk and heading down the hallway, it's worth it to take the pit stop, hop in the driver's seat, and snap a few pics in Barbie's iconic convertible. You know I did. We now enter the exhibition, Barbie to Anna Karenina, the cinematic worlds of Sarah Greenwood and Katie Spencer. This is an immersive and experiential look at the works of one of the most distinctive production design teams working today. The exhibition highlights Greenwood and Spencer's process and shows how they develop the overall look and visual concept of a movie and collaborate to create unique environments and settings that convey time, place, and character. Also included in this gallery is an inside look to see the process that goes into bringing the animated classic Beauty and the Beast to life, and a reimagined look to this iconic film. Visitors will have the opportunity to learn about the impact of production designers and set decorators on a film, and will leave with a greater understanding of their work and the elaborate detail that goes into this process, all to create an immersive and magical experience that is then displayed on the big screen.
They can sing, they can dance. After all, this is France. And at dinner, this is go on and for your menu. Take a glass of menu. We are guests. We are guests. It's a daisy. It's a case. Thanks a lot when all be blessed. Wine be poured and thank the Lord I've had the napkins freshly pressed. With dessert, she wants tea, and my dear, that's fine with me. While the cats do their soft chewing, I'll be parted, I'll be groovy. Broken clock is right 2 times a day. I mean, but this is not.
We are now entering Barbie Land. The Barbie section of the exhibition allows visitors to see the level of detail Greenwood and Spencer created for the film. The collection features set pieces, concept art, miniature models, sketches, and an area called Blank Space, which shows the evolution of their production office and how the ideas for Barbie came to life. Other features of the exhibit include Weird Barbie herself, as well as the 3D heist map that was featured in the film and was an important role when plotting to take back Barbie Land from the Kens.
This shall henceforth be known as Ken's Mojo Dojo Casa House. When Ken takes over Barbie Land and calls it the Kingdom, he brings a lot of stuff. Leather couches, protein powder, massage guns, video games.
And mini fridges. Mini fridges is a big thing.
Freezers are amazing.
It was believe it, but actually bringing...
If you look closely at this display, a Barbie Karenina book can be found. A playful nod to their film Anna Karenina is on display as a tiny Easter egg. I could show you where it is, but what would be the fun in that? This one you gotta come see yourself.
Toy was a big aspect to the design. Greta always said when people watch this and feel like they can reach in and touch it, pick it up, because that's the world of Barbie and toys. We are in a giant toy box, and this is the toy box, and this is the toy
Flipboards with concept art and references from Barbie are on display, along with a wall of artwork from the film that visitors can flip through. By sharing a visual insight into their spaces, Spencer hopes people won't be frightened by the unknown. With numerous models on display, Greenwood explains how real models provide tangibility for directors and producers and other department heads while the project is in process, and helps them visualize what can be and what will be. From Barbie's dazzling pink dream house to the theatrical splendor that is Anna Karenina, production designer Sarah Greenwood and set decorator Katie Spencer have built some of the most celebrated sets and memorable worlds in modern cinema. Their long-standing collaboration has brought them an impressive 7 Academy Award nominations. The duo have brought their unique finesse to a wide range of filmography, from period dramas to fairy tales. Their collaborative work shapes the visual language of each project, blending intricate detail with imaginative storytelling. Okay, we're almost done with our tour of the museum, but we make one of our last stops at my favorite exhibition, entitled Stories of Cinema: Inventing Worlds and Character Encounters. Science fiction, fantasy, and horror movies are all fitting genres to explore the furthest reaches of the human imagination. Movie artists of all discipline collaborate to create awe-inspiring worlds and unforgettable characters. The immersive magic of the films featured in this gallery require elaborate world building through costume design, directorial vision, makeup, hairstyling, models, and miniatures. This gallery also features music, production design, set decoration, sound, and visual effects. Some notable pieces featured in this gallery include the Ares 1B lunar landing shuttle from 2001's A Space Odyssey, a costume worn by Lawrence Fishburne as Morpheus in The Matrix Reloaded, a prosthetic suit worn by Doug Jones as the amphibian man in The Shape of Water, and characters and costumes from the Star Wars universe, as well as some iconic pieces featured throughout the MCU. You'll also see some familiar faces and costumes featured throughout cinema history. This all offers unique opportunities for close encounters with fantastical elements previously only experienced on screen. And the best part is, these pieces are always rotating. I've been here 3 times and have seen something new every time. We now enter one of the coolest features of this exhibit, a 360 view that pays homage to some of the most iconic sci-fi scenes in cinema.
Open the pod bay doors, Phil.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
Special and visual effects are used in a majority of films. They can be expertly woven into a scene so as to go entirely unnoticed, or be distinctively grand in depicting otherworldly visions. Inventing worlds and characters' effects highlights illusions in movie making through the stories of visual effects artists and their landmark inventions. This gallery looks at 3 specific approaches to transforming a human into a monster. From Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, An American Werewolf in London, and scenes featuring the Incredible Hulk in the Avengers franchise. There is an immense variety of effects on display here, including optical, practical, makeup, digital, and all express not only their prevalence, but everything that goes into creating iconic movie monsters. Before exiting the gallery, there's a blink and you miss it room that you're going to want to stop by, so you can have your meet and greet with HAL 9000. As soon as you leave the exhibition, you'll notice a red carpet to your left. This is the entrance to the Oscar experience that allows you to interact and get up close with the Oscar statue itself, as well as takes a deeper dive into what makes the award show. And I'll be covering that in another video. There's Bruce, right behind us. Look it up. That's Bruce. As you make your way up the escalator, you'll arrive at level 4, the final floor for exhibition, and you're greeted with a familiar face. That's right, level 4 is dedicated to Jaws, the exhibition. Unfortunately, I was a week short of the opening of this gallery, but we'll be back for another video. Featured at the entrance of the exhibition is a take on the Amity Island sign featured in the movie, and another Easter egg is just outside of the museum on Wilshire, where you see their take on the vandalized version of that same sign. So turning down the hallway and walking away from the Jaws exhibition doesn't mean we're entirely done with this level. The last exhibition pays homage to one of the early mediums in film, and also honors one of the most groundbreaking animated films of all time, and happens to be the same year of its 30th anniversary. Backed by popular demand, we now enter the Pixar Toy Story 3D Zoetrope. Featuring a cast of characters from the beloved Toy Story franchise, this large-scale three-dimensional zoetrope returns to thrill and enthrall visitors of all ages with the magic of animation. And you guys, this was so cool and really kind of fooled the eye. It was a sight to be seen for sure. And I love the way that it takes this old medium and combines it with a new, fresh take. I recorded it in its entirety, so check it out here. For the first time, the Pixar Toy Story 3D Zoetrope is presented alongside another highlight of the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures' outstanding pre-cinema collection, a historical Wheel of Life zoetrope from the 19th century, along with the historical image sets that accompany it. This exhibition spans 150 years of moving image technology, from the 19th century's Wheel of Life zoetrope to the first fully computer-animated feature film. The Pixar Toy Story 3D zoetrope harnesses the power of computers to bring a new dimension and appreciation to animation. And we finally reach our last stop, the Dolby Family Terrace. This is definitely a must if you're coming to the Academy Museum. They put a lot of work into this beautiful dome and is worth your time. Located atop the Sphere building, the Dolby Family Terrace sits beneath a stunning glass dome made of 1,500 glass panels. Perfect for cocktail parties, the Dolby Family Terrace also provides one of the most stunning vistas in Los Angeles. Visitors will encounter unobstructed views of the Hollywood Hills, West Hollywood, Beverly Hills, and Westwood, as well as a clear sightline of the Hollywood sign, certainly among visitors' most popular photo backdrops. And it really is one of the coolest places in the whole museum, guys. It's such a beautiful view. If you come up here, you've got to snap a pic, and you get a bird's eye view of all of these historical landmarks, including one of my favorite places, which I'll do a video on later, the Griffith Observatory. And throughout the year, they do a ton of special events here where they dress this spot up and make it look really cool. One of the biggest ones being the Oscars viewing party. And speaking of the Oscars, Fanny's, the restaurant downstairs, has a pop-up booth up here, so you can actually get a drink and enjoy the view with a cocktail. And during Oscar season, they do a really fun thing where they'll actually make drinks based on all of the Best Picture nominees. So usually it's a fun play on words, ingredients that actually are indicative of the movie, and it's always online, so if you want to check it out, go to their website. And the name Fanny's pays homage to Fanny Brice, the legendary movie, vaudeville, theater, and radio star portrayed by Barbra Streisand in her Oscar-winning role in Funny Girl. And while you're crossing the Barbra Streisand Bridge, you can take a look at the SAG-AFTRA building, which is just located right outside. Maybe swing on by and say hi to their new president, Rudy himself, Sean Astin. And of course, no tour is complete without visiting the gift shop. But unlike many gift shops you go to, this is really cool, and I would say almost like a little mini museum in itself. What makes the Academy Museum store so unique is that it actually features merchandise designed and produced by Academy members. Shoppers can find Oscar memorabilia, clothing, furniture, accessories, vinyl records, and there's a little something from every exhibit. It's kind of a nice full circle moment. I enjoy just walking through here and seeing some of the new stuff. It's always changing based on the season and what's featured in the museum. And keep an eye out for discount days and special membership deals. But it's free to come in, so why not stop by, check it out, and you might leave with some cool treasures. Okay, and in case you're wondering, I did visit the Academy store, and I did get my 2026 Totoro calendar. A visit to the Academy Museum is definitely worth your time, and is a must for any cinephile or anybody who has a love and passion for film, process, history, Hollywood, and the entertainment industry. There's always something new to discover, and I can't think of a better place that celebrates the joy of film. Okay guys, that was it. That was our tour of the Academy Museum. Just watching the video again, I don't know, it just gives me excitement. I really enjoy that museum. I love the history behind it. My favorite room is by far the one that has all of the original props from the movies. I'm just a sucker for process, and the fact that like seeing it hands-on there and then knowing that, you know, you first saw it on the big screen, it's just very surreal. But what I love about this museum as well is the installations and how everything feels very immersive. It was very thought out and well curated. When you go through some of these exhibits, the music changes, the vibe changes, and rather than visiting each exhibition, you really feel like you're almost a part of it, getting swept away in the world. But, you know, they do a lot of special events. I'm going to go back and check it out. I wasn't able to do the Oscars experience. I will have a video on that. I wasn't able to do the Jaws experience. I was so bummed out that I missed the Jaws gallery by a week, but I will be back and I will have a video. So please like, subscribe. Was there anything that caught your eye? What did you like? Is there anything you want more context on, or anything you'd like me to revisit? Please let me know. It was such a pleasure to make this video, and I hope you got something out of it. Like, subscribe. Appreciate you guys coming along and taking the time, and I will see you at the movies. All right, take care.
Mom, I just want an Oscar.